Hello all, topic of day is make yourself stronger than the excuses. It's a very simple concept that when you really want to achieve something, you will do whatever it takes it. But when you don't really want to achieve something, you will make excuses to not to do that things. The difference between a successful people or unsuccessful people are that successful people say no to excuses and unsuccessful people have infinite excuses. The gap between your dream and yourself is the excuses you make or you tell yourself all the bullshit reason that you cannot do it, you cannot achieve it. That is the only difference between you and your dream. That all your thinking, your excuses, you tell yourself that you cannot do it. Jim Rohn has beautifully quoted that if you can't run a day, day will run you. The excuses are the lies which we tell ourselves. If we really want to know whether it excuses or is fact, you should be honest with yourself. 90% of time you will see that you are making excuses because of some fear, because of something you are incapable of, something or other. It reflects your low confidence. Our subconscious mind is so powerful and so interesting that it keeps working even when your conscious mind are taking break. Your subconscious mind takes everything as it is, as you feed it. When your subconscious mind sees that you are making excuses, you are focusing on the negative things and obstacles, it will do your wish true. It will do everything possible to keep the obstacle on or keep you motivated not to do something. Vice versa, when you tell yourself positive things and when you are focused on your goal, when you tell yourself that you will achieve this goal, whatever the circumstances are, your subconscious mind start to work on that way so that you will achieve the success or achieve whatever goal you have met. Subconscious mind believe whatever you feed it. If you are focusing on the obstacle, excuses, it will increase those obstacles and excuses for you. So we'll have to be very pertinent what we think and how we think. We make excuses because of various reasons. And main reason is the absence of self-confidence. And when we deeply observe, there are insecurities involved which and habit of making excuses and procrastination. These are the things because of which we keep our excuses, which may be the fact, obstacles may be the fact, but this should not be taken as a ploy to not to do something. It should not be an obstacle to achieve your goal or ambitions. If it is being so, then you will have to change your habit. You will have to cultivate that habit to say no to excuses and take action immediately. If we have excuse that we haven't had the proper education in my childhood, then remember the Henry Ford, the founder of the Ford Motors. He did not have a proper education. If you have excuses that you don't have money to start a business, remember the founder of Infosys, Narayana Murthy. He had started his business by selling his wife's jewelry. When you think that you have an average mind, remember Thomas Edison. In his school, he had been asked not to come to school because he had got an average mind, and see an average mind what he did. When you make excuse that you have very small job, petty job you are doing, how can you think bigger? Remember Dhirubhai Ambani. He was selling a newspaper initially or working at a petrol pump. When you have excuse that you have from very poor backgrounds, remember APJ Abdul Kalam. When you have excuses that you don't have any vehicle conveyance and you have to ride a bicycle half of your life, remember Karsanbhai Patel, one of Nirma. If you have excuses of being failure, having constant failure, constant being defeated, remember President Abraham Lincoln. He has defeated 9 times in election and 10 times he won. His wife passed away. He had severe nerve problem which weakened his whole body. He had taken out from a job, and see how people know him. President of America, great President of America. If you have any excuses in your life, you can just turn to successful people who have gone through the struggle I am facing, and be motivated and inspired because of them. If they had given to these excuses, they definitely had excuses more than whatever we have. Would you think we would have known him? Never. Only when we overcome our obstacles and challenges and say no to our excuses, then only we can become successful people. or become an achiever. Any persons who has got success or who have achieved name and fame, we only know when they have got in that position. When you will see their journey up to that position, you will get to know their life had roller coaster rides, lots of ups and downs, and maybe more number of downs than ups were definitely in their life, but they had not made excuses to them those obstacles and make their way through it. That is what make people successful and achiever. If we have in habit of making excuses, we can make excuses for anything, any little things, because in core of the heart we know these are the habits to not to confront fear, not to tread a known path, and these excuses we have been habituated since our childhood. The first and foremost thing to know that to observe, to identify the excuses. When you start identifying the excuses we make on daily basis, then we'll get to control over it. Then we will get to change it the next time. That is the main things to control or take a grip on the excuses. We'll have to be stronger. If our reason, our purpose of life is greater than our excuses, definitely we won't give in to our excuses. So our reason of life should have so much power. Our goals have to have so much power that we should not think of any excuses. We should be stronger than our excuses. Then only we can achieve success. Thank you. Thank you all. This is my